Good morning, Realtors. Today, what I want to talk to you about is Wigio, work groups, team building, and what to do with all of that, accountability, basically. And came across a site yesterday. It's called Wigio. It's WIGGIO.com. And what it allows you to do is create a work group for your team. So if you have a team and you have buyers agents and admins and all of that, Wigio is a great site to use because what it allows you to do is share files, have conference calls, have video conferencing, lets you create to-do lists and assign tasks and all of that. You can create and upload links. You can, post messages and polls and alert everyone all at the same time. You can also send out bulk text messaging. So if you have everybody's contact information in there, you have their cell phones, you can actually send out a bulk text message that'll go out to everybody in the group. It's absolutely fantastic. And this is definitely something that you can utilize not only with your team, but also with clients. So for instance, say you have a group that you set up that is just your team, where it's like just the inner workings of your business. And then you have another one that's set up for your clients. And in that one, you're posting things about, there's a calendar in there. You can post like training classes and events and webinars and things that you might want to do and alert everybody in your database and keep them all on one page. And, that's going to be really a great tool for you guys to use. Also, too, I want to talk to you as far as team building goes in having morning sales meetings with your team. One of the big problems that I come across with agents is dealing with buyer's agents where they're handing off leads and the buyer's agents are working independently, but at the same time, there's no accountability. There's nothing there saying, okay, well, what is this agent doing today? What did they do yesterday? Are they really following up with my leads? And that's something that's pretty important to talk about, because not having accountability it's like a waste of money. You don't know what's happening. If you're spending $600 or more dollars a month on leads that you're getting in from one lead source, and you're handing those leads off, what's happening with them? It's really important. So having a morning little conference call, maybe, 20, 30 minutes, just to get everybody to just check in, like 7:30 in the morning before the day starts. One, they're up, they're awake, and they're ready to work. Two, they're checking in with each other. So as they report what they did yesterday, what they're going to do today, what plans they have for, ongoing for the week, it kind of creates a competition level between them where they're almost forced to keep pace with one another. So say you have 3 buyer's agents and one calls in and says, hey, yeah, I worked with a new buyer today. We're in like a $250,000 price range, and I got this from one of the sign call leads that came in, and meanwhile I made 100 phone calls and sent out 50 emails. That's great. That was a productive day. Okay, that's wonderful. So buyer agent number 2, what did you do? Okay, buyer agent number 2, they worked with 2 buyers, but they only made 50 calls and sent out like 25 emails. Another productive day. That's okay. They're working with 2 buyers. That's great. Buyer agent number 3, they didn't really do a whole lot. They didn't have a lot going on. They made like 20 phone calls and maybe sent 5 emails, and they kind of poked around. They didn't really do much that day. Now, that buyer agent is going to feel a little awkward, a little uncomfortable, because here everybody else did such a great job. They were so productive, and then they're like, didn't really do so good. So what it does now is buyer agent number 3 is going to work that much harder that day, so that the next morning when they have to call in and report all their stats for what they did, they have something really interesting to report instead of, putting out, they weren't really productive. They don't want to make themselves look bad, So it does create a sense of accountability between them and allows you to kind of keep up and know what's going on, and do it first thing in the morning. Just get it out of the way, 15, 20 minutes. You can take as long as 30, but really it's just a check-in point. It's not meant to be like a whole sales meeting or anything like that, okay? So that could be something that will work for you, and it's definitely something that you can do, the conference calling, through Wigio. So keep that in mind. Also, Wigio, 100% free. Oh my gosh, that's so fantastic. It gives you so many tools, and it's really great. And no, I don't sell for them or anything because it is free. But I came across it. I created one for myself. If you want to join my group and check it out and see what it's like, hey, feel free. It's simplyconsulting.wigio, WIGGIO.com. And the password for that is Embrace Chaos. Okay, so check it out and let me know what you think. And Also, another thing I wanted to bring up that I found was really, really cool yesterday is I found out how to create QR codes. Okay, now if you don't know what a QR code is, that's those little funky little squares with all the dots in it that people would scan with their phone. You take your smartphone and then you scan it. And then what it does is when you scan it, it automatically creates, it's basically a scannable link. So I take my phone, I scan the barcode, and then it automatically directs my phone to whatever is linked to that code. So for instance, I created QR codes yesterday for all my social channels and my website. So for instance, I can send you a QR code, you can scan it with your phone, and it will direct your phone right to my YouTube channel where you can watch all my videos. That's pretty cool. Now think about that for your listings. If you had a QR code on all of your listings, where you put it on the flyer, you put it on the postcards and everything else, and maybe you have like a direct property site or just your own website, whatever you want to do, somebody can get that, scan the code with their phone, and then it goes right to their site, right to your site or right to the property website. You could have it point to, like, if you have a virtual tour site or something like that, it could go right there, whatever you want to create it to do. So if you have any questions about QR codes, any questions about team building, any questions about marketing, or whatever you want to do, give me a call. You can always reach me, Angela, at Simply Consulting, 347-374-1379, and happy to help you guys out with whatever you need. One of the things that I've been working on a lot lately with people is social networking, getting their social networks really set up and going for them. So if that's something that you're struggling with, you feel like you're not really sure what to do with the social channels or how to utilize them in order to generate business instead of just utilizing them to hang out with your friends, feel free to give me a call. Happy to help. And again, the website, simplyconsulting.info. Welcome to check that out, of course. And talk to you guys again soon. All right, thanks. Mwah. Have a great day and a great weekend. Bye-bye.